There's a common belief that counties or departments of social services make money when children are taken into custody. The exact opposite is true. When we take a child into custody and place that child in any setting, the county pays foster care to that individual or home that is taking care of the children. And the county's share of the cost of foster care is either 50% or 100%, depending on the economic status of the child. We don't get money for placing children in foster care, nor do we receive funding when children who have been in foster care for a long period of time ultimately are adopted. I think what happens is that it's known that states receive certain kinds of awards in the adoptions program when children who have been in the foster care system for 18 months or more and whose parental rights have been terminated are later legally adopted. And this was put in place to avoid a situation that had been a growing one in which children were languishing in foster care for years. And there was no permanency for them. They weren't going home. They weren't being adopted. They didn't have legal guardians. They were, in the expression of that we use, legal orphans. And to avoid that, the goal was to take children whose parental rights had been terminated and try to find permanency for them. And the chosen preferred alternative was adoption, so that they would have parents, so that they would have someone responsible for them, someone from whom they could inherit, someone for...
Ma'am, excuse me, we're responding to a great deal of...
Someone for whom Social Security benefits would be available in the event of the parent's death. So states can receive awards when they meet certain adoption standards for children whose parental rights have already been terminated. Now, California hasn't received one of these awards for a little while. But the fact is, even when the states are awarded these funds, I can assure you the counties don't get to share in that award. The state keeps that money to solve its own budget issues. So in the question about financing, every time a child is taken into custody, the county has to pay money. It doesn't get money. And it pays more depending on the level of placement.